Now that we're getting to the end of our presentation, it's time to add some transitions and some animation. So let's start with transitions. Transitions control what your slides look like when they switch from one slide and go to the next one. So what we're going to do is go up and look at the top menu up here and look for transition. Now if you don't see this menu, that probably means that you're maybe in a text box and you see your text menu, or maybe you're clicked on a picture and you see your picture menu. So just make sure you click off on the side somewhere so nothing is selected, and then we'll see the transition menu. So I'm going to click on transition, and at this point there is no transition selected. That's the default feature. So if I click the down arrow, I'll see a short list of available options. So you can click on one, let's say cube. You have an option of having it transition slowly, medium, or fast. And then you also have the ability to apply to all slides. If you don't click apply to all slides, it'll just be on this particular slide only. That's all. So since you may not know what the cube feature does, you can click play, and that will give you a little bit of a preview to see what that one looks like. So that way, if you don't like it, you can change it. So let me click stop, and then I can change it to gallery, for example, and now I'll click play again. And I can see what the difference is between the two. So I think I'll keep that one. Then I can go on to slide number 2. Notice it's saved and applied automatically. So I'm going to go to slide number 2. This one also has no transition. So maybe I'll click on fade and I'll play this one. And I see it fade from one to the other. So if I like that, I'll keep it. If not, like I said, you can just click from the down menu and choose a different one. If you want to see it now full screen, I can click on my first slide and go up here to present. And when I click, my slide will transition. There was my fade. And there was my gallery, going from one slide to the next. Okay, so I'm going to escape out, or I can click exit down here to get out of my slideshow. The next thing I want to do is add some animation. And this allows me to animate individual things on my slide, like my title, my name, or maybe some of my pictures. So if you noticed, when I click on something, now add animation shows up here. Now if I didn't have this little window, let me close out of it, what I could do is right click on one of my items, like my title, and go to animate, and that will bring it up as well. Okay, so here I have animation. So let me go ahead and click Add Animation for my title. The title is one of the most important things. You usually want that coming up first on your slideshow. And then my option is defaulted to Fade In. And you can see I have a little bit more options than I do for my transitions. So I could do zoom in, zoom out, spin. Let me try spin. Here's another important setting right under it. It's defaulted to be on click, which means you have to click your mouse button every time you want your animation to play. That's perfectly fine if that's what you prefer. A lot of times what I choose is what's called after previous. So that means when one animation finishes, the next one will automatically begin. Another option that you may have noticed was with previous. That way you can have two things being animated at the same exact time. So I'm going to choose after previous. And then once again, I have slow, medium, and fast. So you can adjust that to your liking. Let me choose maybe my name next, and I'm going to add animation. And this time maybe I'll do a fade in, and I'm going to do after previous again. Now I'm going to click on my picture. I'm going to animate that. This one, I'm going to fly from the left, and I'll do after previous. I'm going to do another picture, add animation. And this one, maybe I'll fly from the bottom, and I'll make that after previous as well. And I'll do one more picture. So let's add animation, and let's see. And we'll do fly in from the top, and I will do after previous. So once again, I can click play down here to give myself a little preview, or go up to the top and go to present. So I think I'll go to present. Okay, so here's my title, spinning, my name was fading in, and my picture is appearing. And notice I didn't have to click because everything was set to after previous. So that's how you can do animation. Let me exit out. Then if I wanted to, I can go to my second slide, Notice my animation window is still open. If it wasn't, though, I can just right-click on my title and go to Animate. And that would bring it up. And once again, choose the options that I want. And that's as easy as it is to add some slide transitions and animation to your presentation. So good luck and happy Google sliding.